Very much, Honourable Speaker. I do wish to oppose the introduction of the Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Bill on 6 grounds, sir. Very briefly, number one, the bill violates the right to equality provided under Article 14 of the Constitution, as it discriminates against unmarried couples and those belonging to the LGBT community by limiting access to assisted reproductive technology only to married heterosexual couples. Number two, stipulates an arbitrary restriction by only allowing ever married women who are mother to at least one child to be oocyte donors. Number three, it doesn't create adequate safeguards for the donor, remains silent on the health risks associated with participation in this process, and does not provide for any compensation in the case of mishap. Four, it promotes arbitrariness, sir, by permitting the central and state governments to issue directions to the entities established under the bill without placing an onus on the governments to specify reasons for the issuance of such directions. Five, it lacks proportionality while penalizing offences. For instance, the same punishment of a minimum of 8 years of imprisonment has been prescribed for serious offences as well as for any contravention of the bill's provisions or the rules made thereunder. And finally, sir, 6, the bill will give rise to inconsistencies on practices governing the subject because there is no synchronization in this bill between the provisions of this bill and that of the Surrogacy Regulation Bill 2019. For these reasons, I wish to oppose the motion of introduction for this bill. It is not ready for submission. I would urge the Minister to undertake a detailed discussion with experts, incorporate recommendations, look at the surrogacy bill that he himself passed here, and bring the new bill back to the House with necessary amendments. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
माननीय मंत्री जी कुछ
Dear Shashi Tharoor ji is talking about the merits of the bill. You see, when we were discussing the surrogacy bill, many members used to say that why don't you bring the assisted reproductive technology bill prior to that? So this was the general observation. Now when the bill has been brought, sir, he should, if he had mentioned about the legislative competence, I think we are very much within the